Next, we will understand the 10% law. Now, what is the 10% law is, as we move on one after the other trophic level, the size of the organism increases, but the energy level goes on decreasing. Therefore, we cannot have a longer food chain than this, as it is shown in the board. If you see, this is the longest food chain where there are 5 trophic level organisms, the grass being the first, the grasshopper being the second, the frog being the third, the snake the fourth, and the eagle the fifth. Now what happens is, whatever energy is present in the grass, okay, where is the energy obtained from? Obviously it is obtained from the sunlight. With the sunlight, or the light is the main source of all the energy. Now that energy is converted into glucose with the help of grass, okay, and that glucose is being taken over by the different trophic level organism as we progress in the food chain. That is, the grass is eaten by a grasshopper. If you see here, the grasshopper is eaten by a frog, the frog is eaten by a snake, and the snake is eaten by an eagle. But now what happens is, out of the total energy that is present in the grass, 90% of the energy, what amount of energy? 90% of the energy will be lost as heat energy when it is being consumed by a grasshopper, and only 10% of the entire energy goes to the grasshopper. So what happens? The energy decreases, but the size of the organism increases. Now the grasshopper is bigger than the blade of the grass, okay, so the blade of the grass that the grasshopper consumes. Similarly, when a grasshopper, if it has got that whole amount of 10% of energy, when it is eaten by a frog, the frog gets only what percent of energy? Only 10% of energy, and the 90% of the energy will be lost as heat energy. Therefore, the energy goes on decreasing as you move further in the food chain. Therefore, when it reaches the eagle, the amount of energy will be so less that it cannot be given further. Therefore, there is no predator, or the eagle is known as the tertiary predator, and there is no predator higher than that of the eagle, because the eagle receives the least amount of the energy. Okay, it's something like this. If I put around 3 boys here in the group, okay, take for instance Ram, Hari, and Shyam. Okay, there are 3 boys in a chain, and suppose this is a food chain. If Ram has 100 sweets with him, how many sweets? 100 sweets. When Ram is eaten by Hari, Hari gets only 10 sweets. 90% of the energy, 90% of the sweets will be lost as heat energy. Hari will get only 10 sweets. Similarly, Shyam will get only 1 sweet, and 9 sweets will be lost by Shyam as heat energy. Therefore, when you move on, you can see the amount of sweets decreasing, isn't it? Similarly, the same thing happens here also, and the amount of energy goes on decreasing, the size of the organism goes on increasing, where if you see the size of a snake, the snake is always larger than that of a frog, and the eagle is larger than that of the snake. So this is your 10% law.